All right, everybody. Hello, we're live. Happy Thursday. The holidays are upon us, and we're doing something that I know we've had a lot of requests for, and that is a live training specific to our affiliate. If you joined us last night for our affiliate overview, then yeah, we're here, Guy. Go on ahead and let's get it kicked off.
Great, everyone. We're glad, like Yair said. We're glad to be putting this on. We have a lot of you out there that are looking for more trainings. How can we get some help in getting the word out about Shuffle, about Wave, about our beacons, about proximity marketing, some methodologies that we internally use to have conversations with individuals to help them out. So that's sort of why we came on today to make sure that we cover a few of these areas. We'll be showing some slides. We'll be showing our affiliate calculator, our commission calculator, as well as ER is going to be showing you a little bit of a screenshot of a real life test that we did yesterday that it was pretty exciting. But first, what we're going to do is ER is going to start showing us some slides. And what we're going to talk about is our do, help, and teach methodology.
So that's what we'll be covering for today's training, right? It's do, help, and teach. And you're going to be following along, and we're going to be talking about each of these segments. So if you're following along live, try and take some notes. If you're watching this in replay, pause this, go get a pen and paper. If you're interested about creating passive residual income or another stream of passive residual income, and you want to make a few hundred or even a few $1,000s a month through nothing more than having a smartphone and helping us spread the word to our customers, you're going to want to take notes on this. We're going to talk about things that you can specifically be implementing now to start increasing your income directly as an online affiliate marketer. Again, if you are have questions, throw those in the comments below. Even if you're watching this in replay, somebody on the Elify team will reach out and start answering those. Also, make sure you're resharing this out. And if you have your own testimonials of what you're doing, how you're helping, and what you're teaching, feel free to put those on in the comments as well so that we can help the entire Elify community be successful. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share some slides with you guys, and we're going to talk about some of these things from the simple concept of do, help, and teach. And that's what we're covering in today's affiliate training. So, you know, the first section here is all about doing. Okay, if you're an online affiliate marketer, if you're participating in Elify's affiliate program, if you joined us during the last webinar to learn about that affiliate overview and all of the compensation, how you get paid for what you directly do, and how you get paid on the leverage of that referral network, this is specific to what you directly do. When we talk about doing, and I'm just going to scroll down here to the next slide, this is everything that happens on your first degree of separation, your first level, okay? This is everything that you personally do. So when you make a direct referral, and we're going to use what we call the focus on for methodology here, guys. So I know I've heard a few people bring it up in the past on what is this focus on for. When we talk about do, help, and teach today, we're going to be focusing on something as simple as 4 referrals that you make in a month, okay? So think about making 1 referral a week. Again, in our affiliate program, there's no limit to the number of people that you can refer, but we want to make it something that we feel anybody can do, okay? Also, in addition to this is going to be for an average monthly subscription in Elify of $20. So when we talk to some of the numbers on here for commission amounts, we want to make sure you guys understand, we'll pull up the commission calculator later, that this is an average $20 subscription order. So to put that into perspective, that's somebody subscribing to, say, Wave and Shuffle, where they only have 1 proximity device, okay? So on the do side, this is everything. This is all about you directly doing. This could be what you do offline. This could be what you do online. This is just all of your direct referrals. And if you referred 4 people in a calendar month or just 4 people in general, you'd expect to see $8 a month residually coming out of those 4 people, okay? That's the commission you would get. As you know, in our commission program, it's 10% on the direct referral. On $20, that's $2. 2 times 4 is 8. Pretty easy math. Guy?
So what this is encouraging is we're encouraging you to go out there and show people the value of mobile marketing, the value that there's some simpler way to get your message out there. Like we've always talked, you're building your business, you're sharing your message, and you're watching everything grow, building your message. But making sure that everyone understands that there's an easier way, there's a simpler way to do business, and going out there and showing that there's a platform that can expose your message out to everyone, I think is a huge value. People get that excitement when you're showing something that's mobile. And we're just talking 4 here. This do help teach model. We're talking focusing on 4 people. That's 1 person a week if we're going to talk about doing this in a month standpoint.
Yeah, very, very part-time effort. Again, you could do this part-time, you could do this full-time. I truly believe once you start to see how this performs for you, you're going to see how easy it is when you talk about what you're directly doing. And that's what everything starts off with, right? This is performance-based affiliate marketing. So it's really reliant on what you're doing. And if you're not going out there and doing something, you can't expect that your referral network is going to replicate what you're doing. If you're doing nothing, they're not going to do anything. If you show them how easy it is to do, they're going to start doing. Okay. From the do perspective, let's talk about this. If you're doing it offline, we have lots of people, they're out at networking events. They're meeting people at restaurants, in the grocery store line. They're actually going to events and networking. You know, they are directly referring. And from the aspect of doing, sometimes it's easier when you're an extrovert to go out and connect with people, to show them the value of what mobile marketing and the mobile marketing platform can do for their business. Sometimes it's showing them how it's performed for you. You know, this is the results that I'm seeing. This is what it's done in my business. This is how I think it can help you. And when you're doing it one-to-one, you're going to get higher conversions because you're having that personal relationship. But on the other end, you can go out and do completely online. If you're somewhat introverted like myself, you want to sit behind a computer, you want to talk with people in the social sphere, you want to interact with them, you can still do one-to-one online. And again, you need to find out the do methodology that works best for you. So, you know, for some people, it's meeting with their friends and showing them. For others, it's going to a business networking event and talking to other business owners and collaborating about business success. For other people, it's directly marketing online. For some people out there, it's the proximity and just broadcasting out about the service. And that's part of doing. So you want to find the do that works for you. Again, in this example on the focus on 4, you're talking about 1 a week. On this, you know, it's a total of $20, $40, $60, $80 in referrals that you'd be doing a week. And we're trying to set the bar on something we know the average person can easily do if they commit some time, energy, and effort to going out and doing this. But once you start doing, it's as simple as rinse and repeat. Find the message, the story that works for you. Find the position that sharing either, you know, Wave or sharing Shuffle can show another business owner or another individual how this solution can support their success. You know, show how easy it is to build their brand, how easy it is to get out and use the solutions to share their message, how easy it is to use that feedback loop to grow their business. And, you know, it's all about making those exposures, but you want to focus on just getting 4. Start out there, you know, start out with 1 if you have to, but really if you position it at 4, and that's what we're tracking along with, you'll see how this starts to replicate. So from the do, the next piece is help, right? So once you've figured out what works for you, think about it like you're going wide, right? You're out there doing 4, 4, 4, 4, and you're really starting to build a direct referral group of 4, okay? Then your guy, did you have something?
I was just going to say, this is where our affiliate program starts to gain leverage, and where it encourages the helping aspect of getting every one of your direct referrals to see the value and helping each one of them go out and get 4. So the methodology of next, I'm going to encourage my affiliates to each go out and get 4. They know they have an influence over 4 people that need the value that mobile marketing, that Shuffle, that Wave proximity marketing brings to them. So as you're seeing here in the display, we just sort of narrowed it down to you and 1 of your people, and helping each one of them get 4 in this model right here.
Yeah, and I think that's important. You know, I would never expect somebody to do something that I'm not willing to do myself. And so if I'm out helping somebody else do, I want to look at helping them and show them what I'm currently doing, what I'm doing that's helping me get my say, first 4 people so that they can get their first 4 people, because then they're going to earn, and I'm also going to earn that level 2 off of them. And when I combine what I'm making on my level 1 with what I'm making on my level 2, just with those 2 degrees of separation, I'm already cash flowing in my business, especially if we're talking about an average subscription of $20 here. If I'm netting $33, I'm now running a passive residual income stream that's giving me extra money in my pocket. I've subsidized the cost of my own subscription, and I'm starting to generate a residual income stream. And I think that's the key with our affiliate program. And so when you're going out helping, I really want to work hands-on with those people who are interested in either subsidizing the cost of their services, of their Elify service, or they're interested in building an income stream. And Guy, as you mentioned, I think this is the critical component that we talk about that separates Elify's affiliate program with just traditional online affiliate marketing, where you might only have, a direct, referral, where you're not getting the leverage. Once we start implementing the leverage, and guys, as we go through and get to teach and replication here during the training, you're going to start to see how that overall will impact your income stream, and how when we can get and create teamwork, mentorship, motivation, these are reasons why we have things like the Motivate bonus. When you're helping other people be successful, and these are just the people that you've directly helped, helping them go out and replicate the process. And again, still focusing on 4. Hey, let me help you get your first 4 referrals, and you'll start to subsidize the cost of your subscription. Let me teach you how to go out and replicate that same thing. So, when we talk about help, first you want to do, once you've done, then you want to start helping that person do. You're going to continue to go out and do consistently, right? You want to build up a nice base, because not everybody, when we look at the commission calculator, not everybody's going to want to go out and do as well. You're going to find a lot of customers out there that you've referred who just want to use the service. They're happy using the service, and they're not really interested in being active in referring the service to other people. They might passively refer the service, but if you're looking at building a large referral network, you really want to do that hands-on. And this could be with the people that you've interacted with. If you're again going out there and doing one-to-ones and talking with people at networking groups and networking events, showing them how to do the same, helping them. Or it might be something you're doing online. If you're starting to build a referral network of virtual team members and getting online and actually having meetings with them, helping them, supporting them, 3-way phone calls, maybe helping them do their first few overviews. If they find somebody who could use our services, you're going to support them in doing that. Why? Because you're going to get paid on that, in addition to that person getting paid on it. So, the help is a critical component when we start talking about leverage here. And if you're not helping your referral network, you're really going to go flat on going wide. And when you start helping them go wide, that's when you're going to start to get that replication. And that it's those 2 components. If you're taking notes, those 2 components that are the most critical components of success in our affiliate program. It's doing 1 first and foremost. Everybody needs to go out there and make a referral, because all of the commission is generated on a referral. And if nobody refers, they're not going to earn. And so if you're looking to create that income stream, you need to be doing. But the next piece from the leverage side is to help. Support those teams, because when you help somebody be successful, you're going to start to get that replication. And then we're going to move on to talking about teaching here.
Right. And finally, with teaching, we're encouraging you as an affiliate to teach your 4 people the focus on 4 methodologies and help them get there 4. So it's really that simple. I'm doing 4, helping each one of them get 4, and then teaching them to do the do process and the help process all over. Rinse and repeat, like ER had mentioned earlier.
Yeah, so if it's as simple as doing and as simple as helping other people do, those 2 components, if you can teach those 2 components to those people, you're going to start to get what we call replication happening, where you're still going out there doing and practicing what you preach, if you will. You're out there building a wide referral network directly. Then you're helping those people that you've referred who are interested in also creating that income to subsidize their subscription costs, or to create a passive residual income stream to go out and do as well. and then you're just teaching on those two methodologies, and you're teaching the do process. Help people learn what to do. What do they say? How do they say it? What's the best way to engage with somebody? How do I do it offline versus online? And we're going to continue throughout the course of 2018 to really bring back information back to you on best practices from what other affiliates are experiencing in the field on what they're doing. And if you have an experience, put that in the comments below, how they're helping, and then from the teach perspective, creating more and more materials for you guys to share out, just like this guide right here to talk about do, help, and teach. But when you start teaching, and again, this is just talking about the third level of a total of 6, okay, where you can start creating that income. And again, this hasn't exceeded the focus on 4, where you get 4, you help each one of them get 4, and you teach them to help each one do and get 4. You're going to have a network that's 84 people big, but it's generating you a few $100s a month. So again, with the holiday season approaching, ask yourself, what would this few $100s a month do for you? Is this something that's going to cover the travel expenses? Is this more gifts under the tree, if you will? Is this, covering some of the other things that you'd like to be doing? All of that can be taken care of just with a simple focus on 4, doing, helping, and teaching on your first 3 levels, guys. And that's pretty important. Once you go through that process and other people start to implement that process within your referral network, they're doing, they're helping, and now they're focused on teaching, you're going to get what we call replication, and that's going to start to materialize throughout the remainder of your remaining 3 levels. So that duplication process on levels 4, on levels 5, and on level 6, that's where that whole form of leverage takes over, and you start to see the compounding and the growth within your organization or your referral network. So when I think about things, I think about my sphere of influence, the personal sphere of influence that I have, whether it's people I already know or the people I'm going to get in contact with and what I'm going to do. Once I start helping, that's my level 2 sphere of influence, how that impact expands out. Once I start teaching, that expands out again to my level 3. And as it continues to expand out, you can see that sphere of influence grow across all 6 levels of compensation that you're entitled to through Elify's affiliate program. And that duplication itself causes a network go to what started out with 4 people directly to upwards of 5,400 people within 6 degrees of separation, guys. And that's where you start to see, look, not just a few hundred, but actually a few $1,000s a month in passive residual income coming to you. And this is just on an average monthly subscription of only $20. So again, subscribing to one wave service on one beacon and one shuffle service in total would be $20. So guys, very impactful from when you start seeing what leverage can create. But this is only just a snapshot of you doing 4, them each doing 4, and so on throughout your referral network. Here's the beautiful part of do, help, and teach. You're going to continue to practice it. So if you're doing 4 in your first month, 1 a week, guys, the second month you're going to do another 4. Now you're going to have 8. You're going to do another 4. So now you're going to have 12, 16, all of that. And you're going to continue to go wide directly. You're going to help people continue to go wide directly. You're going to teach people to continue to do and continue to help month over month. And that's only going to increase, okay? Increase your referral network over time. And that's the beautiful thing about residual compensation is what you do in the first month, you're going to continue to build on in the next month, and the next month, and the next month. And I'm going to stop sharing this screen, and I'm going to go over to share a snapshot of our commission calculator, because in this screen you can see right here, you're going to have a network size of 5,460 people, and you're going to be bringing in about $8,000 a month. On a $20 monthly subscription, that averages out to be about $1.50 per person per month in your network, okay? But your network is always going to be constantly growing over time. So you're going to pass that mark, at some point in time and continue to add, even though the monthly subscriptions haven't changed, even though the average subscription price point hasn't changed. So let's take a look at the commission calculator. If you followed us on any of these other webinars, you'll know that this is available at elify.com/affiliate. And you can see on here, it's taking into account those multiple components. So the first component we're looking at is what will that average referrals monthly subscription be? and we've got it marked at $20, just like we talked about in that Do Help and Teach guide that we just looked at. Okay, we're looking at what is our average referrals per month. And then we're taking into account 3 other factors that you didn't see in that Do Help Teach guide. And that is, what is the month-over-month retention going to be? And we're talking about even having at least 30% fall off, meaning 3 out of every 10 people you get, they're not going to stay on the next month. We're also taking into account what we call duplication. So we know and understand you're not going to have perfect duplication. Let's be realistic. But we want you to train, mentor, work together, have teamwork, and create a referral network that really works together. And we believe that high tide raises all ships. That's why we created this Facebook community for you to engage in. And so even when you factor those things in, the 5th variable is time. Guys, we will be the first to tell you this is not get rich quick, okay? So do not expect to become an Elify affiliate and all of a sudden you're going to be making that $8,000 a month. It's available to you. In fact, unlimited earning potential is available to you. But first you have to go out and do. And it's a matter of how quickly you want to do. Then you need to go out and help those other people do so you can start building and leveraging. Then you need to teach that so that you can see it materialize through each of those impacts, those spheres of influence, so that you build that depth within your referral network. And if you do that, you'll see at some point in time, based on here, that we're passing that 5,000 or 5,400 user mark within the total network size, and you're passing that $8,000 a month. So it continues to grow month over month over month. You know, one of the things that I love is that you could, without changing any of the retention or the duplication, if you went from doing focus on 4 to say focus on 5, you can see how it gets you past that point in your, in your referral network even quicker. And you can see how it continues to compound and build over time. So really important on what you want to train on, what you want to focus on doing. There is no limit on what you can do directly. And Guy, I know we even talked about, what if instead of focusing on 4, you also wanted to make sure you qualified for Elevate and Motivate and all of the bonuses. So you shifted from focusing on 4 to focusing on 8. Do you want to speak to that?
Yeah, I mean, where else are you going to find an affiliate program that if you're focusing on these small amounts of referrals and helping and teaching them to do the exact same? I mean, we're looking at a Do Help Teach model. That's 3 levels. That's where really you're not exposed to your 4th, 5th, or 6th level. But if you're a great leader, a great trainer, a great mentor, you're going to get that duplication that you're hoping will happen, because people are going to see the same value as you, not only from the great products, but from the great payout structure. We're looking, internally, we have some calculators, and I have one pulled up, and I can't share it with you because then I would have to find you and make sure you don't see it ever again. But there's some great calculators that we use internally, and we're talking, ER showed 4, we're looking at 6, we're looking at 8, and when you're talking about maxing out every possible bonus program that we have within Elify, getting 8 on in a month once you're past your quick start, and getting into the Elevate bonuses, having and teaching or helping your individuals go out and get their 8, you're going to be in your Motivate bonuses, not even taking those into consideration. But if you focused on 8 people at this $20 a month subscription for Shuffle and for a Wave Beacon, you're talking some ridiculous numbers. It gets silly from that standpoint, but this is something that can actually be attained. When you're looking at, I'm going out and referring 8, that's a minimum of 2 a week in a month time, that then I help and teach each one of them to do the same. By the time you start getting that duplication into your 6th level, we're talking almost 300,000 people are going to be in your network. And that's going to be almost a little over $450,000 a month that will be coming to you. Now, that is crazy to me to think about that. But that all started with just helping 8 people go out and get 8 and teaching them how to get 8.
Well, and I think, Guy, the big thing here is that speaks to leverage. There's a difference. If you're going from just focusing on 4 to training on focus on 8 here, in total. You're going to go from 5,400 plus people in your entire network to close to 300,000 people in your entire network. And again, all of that's based on your individual efforts and performance and going out there and making sure you do. And everything starts with that do. So, if you want to be a leader like Guy was talking about, you want to lead by example. If you think to yourself, hey, what did it take for me to get interested in this technology and how it can support me in my success? And how can I relay that same interest to other people? What would it take you to get 2 people in a week? What would it take you to just get 1 person in a week? If you just focused on that 1, that's 4 in a month, that's focus on 4. If you focused on 2 in a week, that'd be 8 in a month, that would be focus on 8. And that's that dynamic shift where you're actually getting leverage and compounding. And again, I'm a big believer of, I use the old saying, shoot for the stars, and if you miss, you land on the moon. Type of thing. If you go big and you train on that, even if you focus on 8 and you only get 4, and everybody focuses on 8 and they only get 4, it's still going to materialize in an amazing passive residual income for you. But at the end of the day, it's all about getting out there and starting out by doing,
Absolutely. And when we're looking at this whole thing from the standpoint of the do, help, teach, then you get down into that 6th level and we're talking leverage. Leverage is something that you can't attain in those first 2 or 3 levels from a standpoint of making something really huge, life-changing income. When you're looking at focus on 4 and you're getting some great duplication down to level 6, 75% of your income is actually going to be coming from that level 6. When you get into larger numbers, I mean, the percentage actually moves closer towards 100%. Will never be 100%, but closer towards something like that. I mean, 87% of your income is going to be coming from level 6 if you're going to focus on 8. So, I mean, that's where this whole thing comes in, that I've got to make sure that I've got the right people in my first couple levels, that they understand the importance of what we're doing from a business standpoint, the simplicity of mobile marketing. Everyone out there, from my belief, ER's belief, over here at Elify, we believe that there's a new way for people to be marketing, and it's all mobile. You want time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom. Mobile marketing is going to be able to do something. I mean, we have people that they say, hey, I might just be a nanny. Well, market yourself out there. There's value, and then you can show other people as well that there's value to get your message out there. So I think this do, help, teach model, there's a lot of you watching now. There's a lot that will be watching this on replay, that you already have the amount of people on your team that could be as widely successful as you want this business to be, if you just go out and help and teach.
Well, I think that's it. It all starts with taking action. It all starts with going out there and doing. And that's something that we're big proponents of. We do on an individual basis. I mean, if you've interacted with us before, you know that we're even here to help you guys do. And we practice what we preach over here, and we're seeing the fruits of that labor as well. And this is something that's important to realize too. If you're treating this like a lottery ticket, and you said, look, I went out and I sent 3 emails, and I'm not making $8,000 a month. Guys, let's be realistic, right? There is no silver bullet here. There is no easy button. But what we have talked about on earlier webinars, there is probably no better business out there than being an online affiliate marketer, where you can take some time, get on a webinar or talk to a few people or reach out to some people at a networking event, show them how they can be even more successful in what they're currently doing by leveraging our mobile marketing platform, and in doing so and in helping other people be successful, you in turn create success for yourself. And, I don't know if you're like me, but I would assume it's all about multiple streams of passive residual income. If you've been looking for a way to earn a few hundred or even a few $1,000s a month, and doing that work up front and getting paid over and over and over again on it, this is something that you're going to want to watch and replay. Make sure you take notes about what it takes to do, what it takes to help, what it takes to teach, and start sharing this stuff out with other people. It's literally as simple as that. Something I know we didn't cover as we sort of wrap this thing up, Guy, and I really want to share my screen again on that commission calculator, because I want to talk about, at the beginning of this month, we started pre-orders for our Wave service for proximity marketing. And what that allowed us to do and what that allowed for our affiliates to do is really change that average subscription price from what started out in Shuffle at $10 a month and what we've been even talking about today at $20 per month, to what can be a larger average subscription where you earn even more commission. And what I want to show here is, again, this is still our focus on for calculation. But let's say when you're out there you focus on positioning it where every company you're talking to, you really suggest that they get on Shuffle and they get 3 beacons. So the total subscription on that, with Shuffle being $10 per month and $10 for each Wave service per month, you're talking an average ticket price of $40 per month. So I'm going to slide the slider over to $40 per month, okay? And you can see right out of the gate, I'm still not, boom, blasting off retirement, but over time, when I factor in that, I'm actually going from what was at $2 or $20 per month, around $1.50 per user per month in residual commission, to something that's closer to $3 per month in passive residual income and commission off of that. My total network size has not changed, but the amount that I'm earning off of each person has changed. So when I go back to talking about doing, even position or think about what you want to suggest that person start out with. We also have 100 card upgrade. You're going to see that one-time bonus. None of that is factored in here, but the potential to go from even a few hundred to a few $1,000s quickly. And if you rinse and repeat and consistently do it over time, you can see within 6 months, 8 months, 10 months here, you're really starting to create some lifetime and life-changing passive residual income stream. So guys, that's a big overview of our Do, Help, and Teach. Again, if you have questions, make sure to fill those out in the comments below on this video. Make sure to watch this in replay and take some notes. If you have questions, reach out to us. Join the community. Check out our YouTube channel to get help and support. Make sure you join the Shuffle by Elify private Facebook group. Request to join that so you can get help. Reach out to us. Reach out to your team members, both up and down. Make sure you're supporting your group, because that leverage is so critical in really building a lot of success. We love watching the money flow out on that commission that gets issued all the time on a daily basis, with people cashing out their commissions in real time. And we want to make sure you're as successful as possible. So Guy, I'll send it back to you to close this thing out.
Awesome. I think this is a great overview. I think this is a great training. So like ER was saying, if you didn't have a chance to watch this whole thing today, make sure you share this with others. Make sure you share this with your team members, because there's a lot of little golden nuggets in this that can help you become successful with Elify. On behalf of ER and myself, we want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. This is probably the last time you're going to see us go live until after Christmas, and a happy holidays. We're excited about the new year. So I would be looking out for some stuff that might be coming from some exciting things for the new year, for you as an affiliate to get new people on, for them once they're on. There's some great things that we're working on. The Wave beacons, they're going to be shipped to you. They're coming soon. ER had shown you. There's the image of one. We've got hundreds, thousands. We've got them getting ready to be shipped out. It's going to be a great time for you in this new year to grow a legitimate business that is in mobile marketing. So on behalf of us, again, we appreciate everyone joining us, and we'll talk to you all soon.